my face.
Hello everyone, we're Despina and George Nicola. We are the twins.
Twin
and,
power, yeah.
and George has come from New Zealand and we are the happiest people on earth.
Well, blessings. Blessings. And there's our big girl. Wave,
Hello.
Mama, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
That's our mama.
That's our big girl. That's our big girl. She's our rock.
She
We love our
certainly
mama.
is. We're making her crazy, but that's all right.
So, guys, I want to say kia ora, kalimera, bonsoir, buongiorno, kia orana, talofa lava, mabute, como esta? What else we got? Ni hao ma, konnichiwa. That's enough.
So, hello everyone. We're doing bonjour.
Bonjour.
We're doing the fourth labour today, catching the Eurymanthian boar today.
It's a tough word.
Yes,
a tough word.
We are looking at that. We're looking
It's
at
a
the
tough word.
labours of Hercules.
Fourth labour of
the fourth labour. And Hercules is known for his incredible strength and braveries. And you guys, the reason why I'm doing the labours is because whatever the teachings were in those days, they are there to teach us how to have bravery, to have resilience, to be able to face challenges in our lives today. That's what these myths are, and stories, and all of these books, all of these mythology, all of the mythology, everything are there in order for us to be able to learn from, and in order for us to tackle challenges with strength and bravery, and be able to cope with modern day challenges. They still inspire us today.
Exactly.
And you can learn so much from his determination to get over challenges. And what I like about Hercules is, even though he made mistakes, and even though the ancient gods made mistakes, there was always lessons to be learned, and they learn from them. Like in life, you get down. You get yourself in a hole, you get up again, you get out of it, you find your way out of it. Nice. That's the way it is.
Brilliant.
Just a quick backdrop about Hercules. I don't know if the noise at the back here, there's a lot of cars going by. Basically, Hercules was born of King Zeus.
Can I ask some quick questions?
Yeah.
Are we sure we're alive?
We are live.
We are live?
There it is.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yes, we are live.
Okay.
George, we can't see ourselves. That's
so
why.
I just didn't know if we're live or not.
Gosh, that's very noisy.
Sorry, guys. Excuse the noise.
So, Hercules was a demigod. He was born of King Zeus, who was the king of all the gods.
He was, yeah. Zeus was the big boy.
He had transformed himself into a mortal, and Alcmene was a mortal woman, where he was the father. He went with her, and he gave birth. Alcmene gave birth to Hercules, so he was half human, half a god, and so he was a demigod. At the time, he was married to Hera, and Hera was the queen of the gods, and even though Hera was known for a protective nature, to protect the marriage and family, she was a very, very jealous woman. And she treated Hercules with contempt. She didn't like him.
Bit of disrespect?
Well, because he was the illegitimate child.
Wow.
And whenever she looked at him, or whenever he was spoken of, it reminded of her of the affair of of her husband. So okay, these modern day challenges as well, these are modern day challenges.
Nice.
But through this, we can learn from what happened there.
We can learn, like, resilience.
Exactly.
Bit of courage.
Now, Hera transformed Hercules' wife and children into monsters. And Hercules, he slayed them because he thought she put a delusional spell on him, and he thought that his family were monsters and, whatever, and dragons, and he slayed them. And so for that, Hercules went into deep depression, and he went into hiding, and he asked for forgiveness from the oracle of Delphi,
nice, well done.
Where they,
that's awesome, man.
Where they, the oracle, awesome. He got advice, and the advice he got was to make amends, which is fantastic, because Hercules, he couldn't live with himself, and he wanted to make amends. And that's what happens with, the Alcoholics Anonymous, and all of, if you've got an addiction or whatever you've got, one of the 12, it's funny, the 12, what are they called? There are 12 things you have to do, but it's basically making amends, saying you're
I'm
sorry.
Not as intelligent as you, Bob, so...
no, you are much more intelligent. We're twins. Maybe we share half a brain each.
Yeah, but I think you've got 3/4 and I've got the quarter.
No, I've got half and half. We're twins. We've got half.
Enough.
Oh my gosh, my gosh.
Enough. All right.
So, you guys, so this is what it's about. So, where were we? So, the Oracle of Delphi said that he had to listen to Hera and perform 12 labors for penance, to make amends of him slaying his family.
And this is number 4.
So he could live with himself for what he did, which wasn't his fault. And often, you guys, there are issues in our life where we're not to blame, but we make amends, even though, and it brings peace to the family.
That's important, to basically swallow your pride, right?
Yeah.
Just to swallow your pride, even though it's not your fault. I've done that.
So it's all about, at the end of the day, his job was to build trust, empathy. His job was to manage his emotions. There was a whole lot of things that he had to do and get in the good books of the gods and the mortal people. So that was that. And so even though Hera had cast a spell, she had actually found the one thing that Hercules didn't have, that Hercules was, his, Achilles heel, the thing that his weakness was impulsiveness. And knowing this impulsiveness, she manipulated him, transforming his family into monsters and dragons.
I think that's very even common in today, right?
Yeah. We
people,
find narcissists. You find the one thing that somebody's bad at, boom, you're there.
Yeah. You look for the weakness and you go for it.
And you go for it, and that's exactly what Hera did.
That's what I call a weak person.
Yeah.
That's what I call a weak person.
So today, you guys, we are looking at the 4th labor of Hercules,
yes, ma'am.
Which is to kill the Eurynthian boar.
That's a tough word, man. That is a tough word. Well done.
I know.
Compliments to you, because I could never pronounce that in a million years.
So basically, what Hercules had to do to kill this boar, which was a massive boar, it was very scary, and it took him, I don't know, maybe a year to get it, I'm not sure. But his first job was to get advice, and I like that, because we all have to get advice sometimes when we don't know how to do something.
True.
So he went to Pholos, and Pholos, do you know what a centaur is?
It's a beast, isn't it? half
man, half animal, half
horse, I think, yeah.
And so he went to find his friend, one of his good friends, Pholos, who was a very noble, I don't know what you call it, a person or
spirit,
a centaur, whatever he was, and he had to go to him to ask for advice of how to catch the boar, because he knew. He went there, and when he went there, you guys, it was a fateful night. It was sort of like a night where all the centaurs had got together, and there was a lot of wine. There was a lot of drinking of wine, and there was a lot of bad behavior. There was chaotic behavior, and they were all, there was violence, and there was, because they were all drunk, and there was a row that broke out,
Brawl.
a brawl, yeah. And what happened is through this war, Hercules, not knowing he was drunk and he was playing with his arrow, his bow and arrow,
Yeah.
and he flung the arrow and it actually went straight into his best friend and he killed him. That's Follis. He killed his best friend.
That's not a very nice story, is it?
All of the centaurs got very upset, but he made amends. He buried his friends, and after he had got the advice on how to catch the boar. But what this stands out here is that he killed his friend out of, drunkenness and, but he made amends. He buried his friends. He said sorry to everyone, and he kept on going. He kept on his journey, and that's very important. So even though we do make
you get
mistakes,
knocked down, you get back up, no?
Yeah, and even though he made amends, like he buried him, and that must have been a really, he got the advice from his friend, and unfortunately this is how it relates to our modern day life.
Sure.
Addictions, maybe gambling, maybe porn, maybe whatever, drugs, alcohol. We can make amends no matter what we've done in life. And so
there's always going to be a support network.
Oh yeah. Now through that, his friend Follis, before he died, Follis, whatever, before he died, he explained to him that he had to catch the boar during the winter, where he could see the tracks in the snow of the boar, and he managed to seize the boar and take him back to Eurystheus, who was the king, who was Hercules' brother, cousin, who was very, very jealous of Hercules. And he completed the labor. He actually completed the labor. And that was, So what does this tell us? How does this relate to our lives? Number one, self-control in the face of temptation.
Self-control.
So you guys, even though, when we're faced with addictions, or when we're faced with
adversity,
we have to have control. We have to, and managing conflicts. The way that it was, he took responsibility. He did bury his friend, and even though it escalated to a massive war, he showed diplomacy.
Okay.
And that's really good. And he followed through on the commitment, even through burying his friend. He managed to catch the boar and take it back. We all have.
How does that relate to the modern day? That last one.
Taking responsibility. So if I've got a responsibility of bringing up my children, and maybe I'm a single mother, maybe I've had to work how many jobs, whatever it is, you have to stand up in the face of adversity, and you have to bring up and face it, and that's what accountability is. You have to do what is right. And
True.
What's his name? Hercules showed amazing problem solving. He got advice. He went to his friend Follis, and he managed to, he showed create adaptability, and he managed to catch through this complex task of catching the Eurystheus boar, which I don't know if anybody could have done it. So you guys, just to tell you, today we went to church.
Beautiful church, guys. I posted it on Dead again, guys. Have a look at the church.
And
it's just, this is one small ancient church. It was a church that was once for lepers.
Oh yeah, it was for lepers. Yeah.
Amazing, eh?
And now the little rooms have gone, but how many people suffered? How many people were outcasted in that place?
Yeah.
And this is it, you guys. What I love about stories or myths or whatever is the way I think that they're taken from Christianity, because it's about how Hera, how bad she was to Hercules,
yeah,
and how Jesus died for our sins, And Hercules was
Amen.
innocent in all this. I mean, he was manipulated, but he managed to overcome all the adversities that we have casted.
Very nice.
And Jesus died for us, just like Hercules actually overcame the adversities, and he made amends, and he created. He managed to get rid of so many issues that were that were bad for the people. Like he managed to. Sorry, you guys. There's mosquitoes.
I know, man. We're getting bitten by mosquitoes out here. Yeah.
And it's really a bit difficult for me to sort of. So yeah. So even though it's Greek mythology, I like to always bring God into the picture,
relate it, yeah.
because I believe that everything is about God. Everything sort of points to
I know there's
Christian
a couple
values.
of people in the Dare to Begin group who, when we do posts, some of us about about Christ or something about God, there's a couple of people who don't, but each to their own.
Yeah.
We're not pushing it on.
And no, we're not. And it's up to everybody.
We still love you no matter what.
Everybody's got their free
still
will.
love you no matter
that's
what.
Beautiful. Right, you guys, the next live is going to be the 5th live.
Yep.
And it's going to be, sorry, what am I saying? It's going to be the fifth labour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that will be
What's
interesting.
that one on?
Oh gosh, the 5th task, the Augean stables, cleaning out the Augean stables, and that's going to be looking at cleaning up the shit in our lives. That's what it's about, cleaning up, yeah. Like Jordan Peterson says, to clean your room.
So we went, sorry guys, just a quick story. We went last year to Jordan Peterson. He came to Cyprus, and Despina got us tickets, And seriously, I mean, we were there for like an hour and a half. In the first 5 minutes, I was like this. Honestly, I was like this. And Despina was like, she was like,
I love Jordan Peterson.
I was so bored, but that's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, good guy, but man, I was so bored. Anyway.
Right.
But can I just say something quickly? Is that all right?
Yeah.
I just want to thank a couple of people.
Yeah.
Obviously, the main one is Richard Watson. I mean, he's our big boy. He's our.
Amen to that.
He's our big. Arita Moses.
Oh gosh.
She's contributing so much.
Right there.
John Ryan. He's amazing. Unfortunately, we can't see who's watching at the moment, so for anyone who's watching, I apologise, guys.
I've got to get my phone and see who. There's so many people. I don't know.
And we're so sorry, guys. We can't see. I mean, hopefully we can see something, but.
Oh gosh.
But just to those people, man, thank you so much for contributing.
There's a lot of people.
And share the love in the group, guys. Share the love.
There's so many
Spread it
people.
around. Spread the love.
Mark Endu Met.
Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac's awesome.
And oh gosh.
Tina Max,
yeah. Oh gosh,
countless, man. There's so many.
No, I don't know. John Ryan. Yeah, guys. There's so many. I can't.
It's a Sunday, man. Your brain's
I know.
gone a bit.
Well,
Alrighty.
We're going to say peace, love, and rainbows to you guys,
and
we do love you.
Big time.
And that's it from us,
and,
the twins from Cyprus.
Twin power from Cyprus, South Pitane, and we'll just do a quick handshake. No, don't worry about it. It's all right.
Love you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you next time.